This video will look at some of the initial communication or welcome letters that should go into the forums, instructions that the students can then refer back to. So in the older style classes where there's only just a discussion forum, that's where you should be posting your welcome letter to the students. In this instance, under your tutor training, you'll find it under news and announcements. And feel free to copy this text and modify it to your liking. But here I've left you a message, a welcome, important read, please read. Here I welcome you, I highlight some of the things that they need to be paying attention to, and a little bit of the instructions for some of the other forums. So that's one thing that you should be doing in each and every class that you start out with. It's also then helpful, for example, in the Ask Melissa forum, to have a little bit of an instruction there. If you're creating an Ask a Tutor forum, you could even add a instruction post just in case they missed this initial bit. The private feedback forum, again, you can have a general announcement to all participants if that's what you so choose. And then also something here in the discussion forum. Now in the very first discussion forum, I add a few different things here. With the exception of the free use, which is for you as the tutors, I always have an area about ground rules and a bit of an introduction. Ground rules just sets up the expectations of the class on how to use the discussion forums. Here I spell out quite specifically that I expect people to treat each other with respect and dignity. I also show them how they should use the discussion forum to make it easier for everybody to read. Now, if you've ever had the opportunity to participate in threaded discussions, it can get a little unwieldy at times. So what is helpful is when you first post to the forum to put your name first and then a colon and then whatever you're responding or whatever you're putting in there. If someone wanted to respond to my comment or part of my comment, it's good to hit reply and then again copy and paste the part of the other person's comment you're responding to. For example, if I were to do this, hit reply. I know I'm responding to myself, but as an example, I paste the bit that I was responding to, and let's just say my name was Joe. If it was Joe responding, then Joe could make his comment. Here. Post a forum. That way, when the next person goes in and has a look at what Joe wrote, and bear with me, I recognize that it's actually under my name, but then you could actually see, oh, well, wait a second, he's specifically responding to the first point here, or it could be the third point for that matter, and then Joe wrote his comment. This way, as people enter the discussion, they can keep track of it, and they can follow what people are asking questions about, commenting on, etc. This is something that our students need to learn. They're not all very accustomed to this, and moving forward, we're going to have them use the forums more and more. Don't be surprised if there's a slow take-up with the forums at the present time, but that is what we're working toward in the long term. So the more discussion posts that you can put out there, the better. That gets them at least in the habit of realizing that you as a teacher are trying to use that place as a learning opportunity, a place for a learning opportunity, and hopefully will eventually get them to start interacting in that fashion. In this instance, because I'm replying to myself and it looks a bit silly, I'm going to delete that post. So in the first classroom discussion, I have things about ground rules, also gives them instructions on how to use the forum, and then I have two other areas. And this is more of a get to know you activity that you obviously are participating in with me, and I give them instructions for that. So just to sum up, it's very important and is part of your requirements, faculty expectation, that you do create your personal profile. Remember, you only have to do that once, but you also have to create a welcome letter or a welcome post to welcome students to the class each and every term. And again, the best place to do that is in the news and announcements area or in the general discussion forum if you're in an older formatted unit.